I'm telling you, every single day, Devin Haney does something to destroy his own legacy. Devin Haney does something to tarnish his own image. The man posted up, "Goodbye 140. Want to know what that means? I'm going to tell ya. It means that Devin Haney won one fight at 140. Got beat the hell up in his next fight. Now he's on to the next weight class.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Makes a whole lot of sense why the man looked like this at 135. Makes a whole lot of sense why he was telling Regis Prograis in his very first fight at 140, "You too small." How you gonna come into a weight class telling a man who is champion at that weight class that he is too small? That lets you know that Devin Haney's natural weight is about 160 pounds. Hey yo, Bill Haney, if Devin goes to 147, who can he beat? He can't beat Barrios. He can't beat Brian Norman Jr. He can't beat nobody at 147. Devin is only going to 147 for that Ryan Garcia rematch. He is not cut like that. One of the softest boxers to ever exist. Devin Haney.
Where was those WBC weighing regulations and rules when Devin Haney was fighting? Apparently Shakur must have got nervous. Please put that rule in there. He's a little too big. So that's what's going on, y'all. But we're going to make those weights. But that's what we facing. They don't want us at 100%. They scared, y'all. They scared. So now WBC got this that they implementing in this fight. So I hope they do it on all fights.
Who would have thought that Shakur Stevenson would need a rehydration clause against somebody who he calls a prospect? Who would have thought that Shakur Stevenson would need a rehydration clause against somebody who he says he gonna put belt to ass come February 22nd? Why would Shakur Stevenson be scared of Kid Austin if he calls Kid Austin a prospect?
Shakur must have got nervous.
Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC won't betray Canelo. We back Canelo. We beat crooks. We banned contracts. Put a rehydration clause in the contract against Kid Austin all of a sudden.
They scared, y'all. They scared.
Kid Austin Potts posted this up on Instagram. It says the WBC requires boxers to weigh in multiple points before a fight. The goal of the clause is to ensure the health of the boxers and to prevent unfair advantages. Floyd Schofield Sr. said, "When Devin Haney was fighting, why wasn't this rule utilized? Now for Shakur Stevenson, they are scared and demanding we make all these weight cuts. We will do our part to make sure the fans get what they want. People hide behind these sanctioning bodies, factual information. Shakur Stevenson is scary as hell."
That's how I'm coming.
Shakur saw the video. He got all up in his feelings, so he sent Kid Austin Pops a DM. Talking about, "I can't wait to see your face when I stop your son. See y'all in Saudi Arabia." Kid Austin Pop said, "We look forward to it also, young man. Thank you for the opportunity."
Gervonta Davis is a great fighter.
Hey yo, Shakur Stevenson, you're not stopping nobody, bro. You can't punch like that. Mark my words, this fight goes all 12 rounds. With Shakur Stevenson running all 12 rounds.
And it's to you, Shakur. Stop being a girl. Nigga, you haven't accomplished shit. You nigga, get the fuck out of here.
And Bill Haney finally realized that Devin Haney can't sell without Ryan Garcia. Bill Haney finally realized that Devin Haney will never be able to sell unless it's in a rematch with Ryan Garcia. Ring Magazine posted up, Devin and Ryan Garcia have now jointly asked the court to pause their lawsuit proceedings for 90 days due to a tentative settlement, as they are reportedly closing in on a deal for a rematch this year.
Wallahi, I promise you.
I saw this on Boxing Scene. It says the Saudis and the Haney camp on Wednesday were awaiting confirmation that Ryan Garcia has enrolled in VADA testing. He will also need to submit a negative test to the New York State Athletic Commission to be cleared to fight again. The bout sheet memo stipulates that the weight limit for Ryan Garcia versus Haney 2 and 3 will be at 147 pounds welterweight, with no morning weigh-in requirement, according to an official who reviewed it. I think this makes Devin Haney look worse. Devin was crying about them 3 pounds in the first fight. Ryan Garcia came in 3 pounds overweight. Now you're talking about fighting at 147. Which one is it? Which excuse you gonna pick when Ryan Garcia beats you in the rematch and the trilogy? Devin Haney could fight Ryan Garcia 1,000,000 times and he will get knocked out all 1,000,000 times. Devin soft as hell.
I call Bill fake ass pimp Haney and Devin pussy Haney.
Then Ryan Garcia posted up on Twitter, "I cannot wait for you guys to see who I'm fighting. One thing about me is that I don't take weak fights ever. I'm the only one really doing it. Teofimo Lopez tweeted out, "Let the games begin." Look like Ryan Garcia might be fighting Teofimo Lopez next. And yes, Ryan Garcia sold his soul to Turki Alashiki. It's a really sad time in boxing when a clown like Turki Alashiki could just come to the United States and buy every single boxer. It is a very sad day in boxing where these dudes be selling their soul to Turki Alashiki. I don't care what y'all say in my comment section. Turki Alashiki is not good for the sport of boxing.
I'm the face of boxing right now.
Speaking of somebody who is not good for the sport of boxing, Shakur Stevenson better stop all that cap. You know damn well that Shakur Stevenson fears Gervonta Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson is fighting a prospect and the man been in the game over 10 years. Leonard Ellerby put this out on Twitter. Tank Davis reposted it. It says, "They attempt to push a fake-ass narrative." He was reacting to the video where Mr. Steven Espinoza said they offered Shakur Stevenson a one-fight deal with Gervonta Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson turned it down. Let me repeat that. Shakur Stevenson turned down a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. They offered the man a fight. Shakur ain't want that smoke. I told y'all Shakur Stevenson just ain't cut like that.
Southpaw TV, fire.
Leonard Ellerby tweeted out, "The crazy thing is, all y'all on this app got selective amnesia. I'm gonna keep saying Tank over everybody. Ain't nothing changed. All these clowns over here are Tank haters and I love it." Leonard Ellerby is absolutely right. It's funny how when Shakur Stevenson ducks Gervonta Davis, nobody want to talk about it, right? It's funny how Shakur Stevenson could literally turn down the fight with Tank and nobody want to say nothing about it. You want to know what's crazy? Shakur Stevenson's promoter back then, Bob Arum, said that they was not trying to make no Tank Davis fight.
Shakur, what am I looking for to make a big fight for Gervonta Davis?
Bob Arum, Shakur Stevenson's old promoter, said that they were not looking to make a big fight with Gervonta Davis. Shakur Stevenson's new promoter, Eddie Hearn, said this.
We're instructed to have certain conversations around fights for him. One of those is not Gervonta Davis.
So you just heard with your own ears. Both of Shakur Stevenson promoters said they were not looking to ever make a Gervonta Tank Davis fight for Shakur Stevenson. And you gonna tell me that Shakur Stevenson ain't duck Tank? Shakur Stevenson avoided a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. The proof is right in front of y'all faces, but y'all gonna act like y'all don't see it. Shakur Stevenson is scared of Gervonta Tank Davis, but the man says the man's name every single interview, knowing he been ducked Gervonta Davis. Speaking of a Gervonta Tank Davis hater, y'all know sometimes I like to entertain clowns in comment sections. This dude right here, Ring General OG, a man who edited his comment about 20 times just to make it sound like he know what he's talking about. This dude said, Tank is the only one who throws stones and hide his hand. He deletes tweets like a soft-ass lame. He knows Bud Crawford will stop him. I responded back by saying, Tank Davis deletes tweets because of guys like you. You want to argue all day back and forth, and more than likely, you have nothing to do with your life. That's the problem with these clowns in comment sections. That's the problem with y'all clowns on Twitter. Gervonta Davis deletes tweets for a reason, because you're not trying to argue back and forth all day with a lame on Twitter. Dudes on Twitter have no life. They will go back and forth with you all day because they have no life. Of course, Gervonta Davis gonna delete some tweets.
I'm the face of boxing right now.
Ray Jackson post up on Twitter, all of Gervonta Davis peers be at his fights. I mean, all of them. Devin, Ryan, Shakur, and Teofimo Lopez. Tank Davis is they big bro. As y'all can see, he posted a picture of every single one of them fighters at Gervonta Davis fights. They all look up to Tank. They call Tank out. They talk crazy about Tank, yet they buy tickets to his fights.
And you should be ashamed of yourself.
Speaking of another man who used Gervonta Davis' name for attention, the man who never washed his face a day in his life, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis did an interview with All the Smoke podcast, and he said, I've been in the ring with Tank twice 100 years ago, sparring him. Since then, he the top dog. I'm calling him out, because I know I can whoop his ass. Stop the cat, bro. Keyshawn Davis could be professional for 10 more years, and he still will not have a chance. The man is not cut like that, especially because he homies with Shakur Stevenson.
Because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long.
Speaking of another soft individual who throws stones when he live in a glass house, Terrence Bud Crawford, the man who played victim when Gervonta Davis brought up his wife, forgetting the fact that he mentioned that Gervonta Davis ran over his girlfriend. Fun fact, Gervonta Davis never ran over no girl. But according to Bud Crawford, a man who wanna make up stories, he did.
Sit quiet, you little bitch.
Ray Jackson on Twitter put out that no fighter at 154 will beat Canelo. Y'all need to wake the hell up. 2 days ago, I picked Bud Crawford to outbox Canelo. Now I am rooting for Canelo Alvarez. Due to the fact that Terrence Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson sleep in the same bed, I'm definitely rooting for Canelo when he fight Bud Crawford. Let's go Canelo Alvarez.
I was born ready.
Then I went back to watch the Bud Crawford vs. Israel Madrimov fight. Madrimov was landing on Bud Crawford's face. Israel Madrimov was touching Bud Crawford up. I'm not saying that he won the fight, but definitely won the fight. But Israel Madrimov was getting off on Bud Crawford. Hopefully, I'm hoping and praying that Canelo Alvarez touch that chinny chin chin or take Bud Crawford livid.
This is the way I am.
Hey yo, Southpaw TV, why you switching up on Bud Crawford like that? Very simple. He's super cool with Shakur Stevenson, and as y'all know, Shakur Stevenson is the softest man to ever exist. Once you threaten Southpaw TV, it's on for life. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Translation, let's go Canelo Alvarez.
Not Devin Haney.
And for the record, really quick, none of y'all is cut like that. Shakur Stevenson said he was gonna fly that scary dude Greg Hackett to Chicago 4 months ago, and he did not do a damn thing. I showed up to the gym. Greg Hackett didn't. Shakur Stevenson didn't. These dudes is not gangsters. They were scared as hell to pull up, and deep down they know they was. That's why Greg Hackett blocked me on IG. He is not cut like that. That's why Shakur Stevenson would never mention my name. I dare Shakur Stevenson to address this tweet. I bet y'all he won't. Shakur knows damn well that he made fake promises to his little followers. He ain't cut like that.
I know Southpaw TV.
Gervonta tweeted out, I'm a real dog, not that play shit. Suit up, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Suit up is a jail term. I mean, I was locked up in a joint for 4 years. And when somebody say suit up, they mean get suited and booted. It's about to go up. If y'all know what I'm saying, then y'all know what I'm saying. If y'all don't, it's okay. I don't expect y'all to. Speaking of Bud Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. tweeted out, I'm trying to give y'all the best version of me. He put a clock emoji, meaning the man needs more time. Hey yo, Errol Spence, respectfully, the best you died that day in that ring with Terrence Bud Crawford. The best you was gone years ago. You will never be the best version of yourself. And I've been told y'all, Sebastian Fundora is gonna stop this dude. I know y'all hate to hear it. I know y'all don't want to accept it. Mark my words, Sebastian Fundora will get rid of Errol Spence.
Devin Haney is not a good pay-per-view draw.